Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. So next thing on our list was to build the particle broadband, and well, this is probably gonna be one of the longer builds that we have in this playthrough, well, in this game, with the type of setup that I'm currently using. The recipe is 1 at 8 seconds, and it's done in the replicator, which has the lowest speed factor. I was almost tempted to consider not putting productivity and putting speed because of this, but nevertheless I decided against it. There are a few things that are gonna take longer, like deuteron, fuel rods, and the plane filters, but yeah, not that many things that are gonna be longer than this. And in order for you not to watch me count 20 machines, these technologies are gonna be extremely fast. But yeah, in order for you not to have me count 20 machines, I've actually spent a bit of time beforehand and determined what the position for the ILS needs to be. I really hope I got it right. I'm quite certain I got it right, but well, you never know. I'm not gonna check nevertheless. So, particle broadband. We will have a 442 input, 1 lane out, and a length of 80 factories. Now I could do fewer lanes out and whatnot, but I don't see the benefit in doing that. And well, that being said, let's take a look. The recipe is... I so hate the fact that this menu is different than this menu. It makes no bloody sense. Literally makes no sense. Anyway, this, and last one is plastic, that one. Let's make sure that I set the filters. We have everything built, remote storage, everything, and then local demand, everything. Get some drones in. You're gonna provide these, and obviously our usual proliferator. And this is probably gonna be one of the final builds that I'm gonna do with Proliferator MK3. There should be a power connection somewhere. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry, last build with Mark II, everything else is gonna be Mark III proliferators. Storage, this looks good, because we did unlock carbon nanotubes and we might as well use them. And I was saying that we have a 442. So we'll have the sides pull 4 resources, we'll have 2 resources from the back, the center will be the input. So the center is gonna come in like this, most likely all the way from the side. I do have to figure out a way to bring these things back together, but let's do this bit first. That's the bit that we already have a clear pattern for. Now I could, before I say anything, let me make sure that I am pulling the correct resources. Yes, and the crystals. I could make a blueprint for this, but most of it is just... that is actually one further away. Most of it is just connecting belts, which I still need to connect manually. So I don't really see the point in doing that. That's one. 1, 2, 3, one here, and another one here, one here, and one here. These are going to be the crystals. Did I do it differently? Yes, I did do it differently. That is meant to be like that. Now let's take a look at the output belts. It is important that I think I took this much buffer, if I'm not mistaken. I will try to keep this minimal anyway. So let's see. Can I build these? I should actually have them over here. Yes. I can produce 10 of those. That should be more than enough. So I will leave one lane over there to somehow merge those two belts coming from the back together. That means I need to have Proliferator or coming over here. And before I put any belts through, I want to make sure that Proliferator is actually running. I will not put this belt, I'll make the join over on this side. And I can theoretically squeeze in a belt over here and join it right in this spot. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll have to see how I then squeeze the output belt. I'll probably just jump it across everything. So this is gonna be plastic. Plastic will also need to be packed. Could I... Well, there is another fairly obvious solution. Can I do this? So what I'm thinking is, I haven't tried this before. I just, this thing just popped in my mind. I could, that is too close. I do not want. do not want to go over, but let's see. Well, I could just let's see, is this long enough? So this one needs to go out at least 2 spaces. This one needs to be over here. Now, can I get this merged in like this? Oh, that is actually 2 spaces high, not just one. That is a bit unfortunate. If I move this even more forward, fairly sure that... Oh, actually, this works. No, this is too slope to steep. Yeah, that doesn't work. But anyway, since I'm doing this, I might as well just run them like this and then merge them together. And then figure out how this belt will exit. Well, I can bring this all the way. Is that the right one? No, I want to pick this one. And I need to go all the way over here. And like this. So that's almost right. There is that one detail that these need to merge first. So it cannot go over that way. But I think I can do it like this. Yes, this actually works. Okay, that's full throughput. This is only 2, but that is expected. And this is going to go through like that. Let's take this in the proliferator. What happened? Oh, really? Oh. That works, I guess. There is going to be just one lane of output, which is perfectly fine. And now I just need to split these into 2 lanes each. So I will still use that one. Let me put down for reference my assembly machines. Now, can I do them? Let's try to get them over here. Okay, I can squeeze in a belt over there, that's good. And a belt still fits over there. Yeah, this is still good. Still works. I was just, I wanted to make sure before setting it down. So actually with this one, I won't care all that much how the belts are going. I think I can use this. So with this one, there is going to be one belt coming like this. And one belt I'll take. I'll take over something like this, and then do that. This one is gonna be a straightforward one. That's one belt. And this will allow me to get the third belt over here. And get this one like this, I think. Use the second level. Can I still get a belt through there? Is the question. I could go ahead, and that's actually what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be way cleaner to get it down like that, and get this one over there. I do need all the spots I can get, so those are the output lanes. And I will have just the one input lane. Which is going to come up this way. I need to get it down just a bit sooner. So if I have can this go down? Barely. I could squiggle it over there, but well, I guess this bend somehow works. Although it most likely shouldn't. Now the question is, can I somehow squeeze this lane out? And the answer is yes, surprisingly. Which means that this lane over here will be getting one of these. I have enough room over here to do the pilar. This is how a proper factory should look like. Said no one ever. So, okay, I got this belt somehow through there. Can I get the third output belt? This is gonna be the third. There's always the possibility to do it at the end of the stack, but this is an 80 lane stack and I do not want to run a belt that long, and I do not want to always have to remember to extend that every time I add a new thing to the build. Let's see. If I get it all the way over here, will this help? Actually, if I can somehow I do it like that. This is the closest distance. Well, I can run it over here. No. Shit. Actually, yes. This should be ground floor and this should be able to merge. So this is stacked, this is stacked. The problem is that this belt is not stacked, and the question is, will it actually impact Let's test it out. I think that this might be crazy enough to actually work. This is not the cleanest build. And I don't know, maybe I should have taken just a bit more space. But I didn't want to push this back further because that goes over the titanium vein. It is a bit messy, but the throughput should be there, which is the important part. Nope, this is wrong. This is in the wrong place. Really? So you build particle broadbands. Recipes there. This is gonna peek from the far side and get in here. So that's that. This means that this is gonna look like that. You output at the top. I won't be able to, and you at the bottom, I won't be able to copy paste this because of this asymmetry. But nevertheless, this is gonna output at the bottom, and you'll need to output at the bottom as well. I think that this is still applicable. This needs to look the same. And this one too. And I need to do that inserter there. Power poles. Now let's see how well this thing can be blueprinted. Some of the things won't be, but I'm fine with that. I just have to figure out what's gonna be blueprinted. That thing definitely I do not want blueprinted. Okay, I have some of the inserters. Well, I can just do that one more time. Remove that belt, and I should be able to just copy paste all the inserters. Now, thinking about it, I should have let resources flow through before something might have went wrong here. I'll have to check that all the factories are indeed working. I should have let resources flow through before I did anything blueprintable. There should be a belt over here. And thinking about, oh yeah, I did not do this connection over here. Can I still do it with this belt flowing through so nicely? Maybe not. Yeah, that was definitely in the way. It's weird that the belt connection is somewhere at the bottom over there. What's happening? Okay. Now everything should be working. And we do see all machines working. We have particle broadbands. Oh, this was an interesting one. I'm not still 100% sure of the output here. It's still something that I need to double check and to make sure that it's working at full throughput, but I will do that off camera. For now, the resource distribution works. There is basically all the way up to here. This is 80 assembly machines, as far as I've counted at least. So we have particle broadbands. Now, the next thing that I want to do, and that thinking about it, I probably should have done. Let's get my bearings. I should have done beforehand. Is this the one? No, that's a mine. I want to go... Okay, so for some reason I was always under the impression that this build was at the North Pole, but it's actually at the South Pole, right below that huge lake of power production. I want to upgrade my Proliferator to Mark III, Proliferator production. And that's basically gonna mean that for a while I actually will not have any Proliferator production. So if I remove these purples, that's not gonna be good. Oh wow, what's happening here? That is worrying. Anyway, the idea here is, well, as soon as I move that out the way, so let's start with this machine. I need to get a different recipe here. I need to do Mark III. That means that I will actually change this belt with this to go through here. Maybe get it over like that, and have this be the maybe even make that the output belt. So let's do that for now. This is still pretty good on Proliferator supplies, which is really good because otherwise that would be a bit of an issue. Let's change this to be coal. And this to be diamonds. That needs to be Mark III anyway. I don't know why it wasn't Mark III. Okay, let's stop this. Let's clean the belt up. This is still not full Mark III. Now it is. So now there should be no more proliferator output. Well, the machines are gonna empty their inventory. I can now reverse this and connect. And I have to remove all these inserters. Maybe I should have done this build from scratch now that I think about it. I haven't, so here we are. So I was saying that this is actually gonna be the output belt now. Oh. You're definitely not gonna be inserting in there. Will this remove the inserters? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately it won't. Now if I remove this power pole, that's still gonna be powered. This is gonna be an input belt like this. I will change the recipe here. So I will need one more item to be brought in here. Those are carbon nanotubes, 5000 local demand, and this filter is now gonna be carbon nanotubes. I will empty this belt out and make sure that all of this is fully upgraded. There were a few things that got updated, so that's great. I was saying that this is gonna be the output belt. You're also gonna be providing Mark III proliferator for distribution for everything. And I'm gonna change this to Mark III. Great. Supply is here. And let's see. You're gonna be inputting over here and outputting over here. I really wish at this point that I would have unlocked my advanced power distribution nodes. This is really awesome. We have Proliferator Mark III. This is currently still buffering, but we can see that the numbers are actually growing, which is really awesome. Now, ideally, I would want to somehow cycle this one over here to feedback. I guess I could do a belt, temporary stuff, but I'll just let this dry out. Doesn't matter. 1 out of 5k has already been depleted. And this recipe is substantially slower. I actually didn't check the ratios, to be fully honest. I just assumed this is 2 per second. This requests 2 per second, and I kind of assumed that it would be the same. And this will produce 1 per second, and this will request 1 per second. Okay, so it is the same, it's just the fact that we require way more machines to actually be able to sustain production. So that being said, is that over an equator line? Damn it. I want to add 4 more machines here. Let's see what I have copied. I have copied something. That's connected. This is not connected. Collides. No, you don't. Oh, I have the wrong thing. This goes all the way over here, and I believe I should be able to just do this. And have another purple over here. Nothing seems unpowered, and this is working. Great, so I have increased the throughput for proliferation. In between this episode and the next one, I will do the daunting task of going through everything on this planet that we have currently built and upgrading it to Proliferation Mark III. It's gonna be quite the exciting task. I don't think anybody wishes to see that on camera. Let me know if you do. But that being said, I think this is a great time to make a cut in this episode. I am quite happy with the progress that we've made, with how this whole thing is shaping up, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you here next time.